Good day, viewers, and today is Sunday. So today is the Sunday afternoon fireside chat, and we're going to start off with a few little eye exercises first to get things going here. You kind of just look back and forth and focus and all that kind of stuff, and that gives you your eye exercises for the day. There now. All right, we'll get to it here in a second. So today on this Sunday afternoon fireside chat, which is done in the afternoon, but there won't be any fire. Another nice day. Look at that, eh? Blue sky, brown grass, and there's a little bit of wind going on today. Not too much, so. Anyway, a little bit of green grass there, but the sun doesn't get to that. And this is the tree I was talking about the other night in my video that you couldn't see because it's too dark out. It's kind of come back to life a little bit. Them leaves were drooping down a lot the other day. This tree, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it gets direct sunlight. And because we haven't had any rain, it was shown it the other day. Now, it's, like I say, it's a little better looking today. But they're still hanging a bit, some of them. Anyway, well, it's pretty dry. Yes, sirree. Let's go in here and we'll have a look at the weather. I think I might just sit down here today. Yeah, that. Oh, boys, there we go. So here we are. And we are, look at that, see, afternoon, 12:12. And it is Sunday, August 17th. Holy cats, winter's going to set in anytime soon, I'd say. 20. That remark is for Dave. Yeah, 25 degrees at the moment Celsius, so we're not having any heat warnings today, but I would say it's probably not too far away from it. Anyway, 25 degrees Celsius, so that would be 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And our southwest wind at 25 miles an hour, so you can feel a wee little breeze out there today. 28 for the humidityindex today, Celsius. Anyway, I imagine it'll get there, so we're supposed to get to 26, so we're at 25, so we're pretty close to what we're supposed to be. So, sunny today and an increasing cloudiness. Now, tomorrow, and tonight maybe, might be getting a little bit of rain. They say 10 millimeters now. Whether we will or not, who knows. But holy cats, it's been 3 weeks plus since we've gotten any amount of decent rain. That wee little tiny bit that we got here the other night was only 1 millimeter. But the strange thing is, depending on where you lived here in PEI, my daughter's about, she's about half an hour, 45 minutes away from me here. She got all kinds of rain, so it just depends on where you were, I guess. So anyway, hopefully we get some rain tonight and tomorrow. Maybe not that much tomorrow, because I got to cut wood tomorrow. Anyway, rest of the week is looking pretty good. So 20 degrees, 21, 23, 19, 22. So plow match time is starts on Friday and into Saturday. So that's pretty good weather. 19 be a little bit cool maybe, depending on which way the wind's going and how fast it's going. Anyway, so there we are. And it kind of looks like we've been watching the Hurricane Erin, and if it makes landfall here, it would be probably next weekend. So that would pretty well do in the plow match session. But it looks like it's going out to sea more again, so hopefully it does. Oops. Holy cats, we don't want another one of them beeping things. Holy cats, we have another hurricane here. We'd be. Oh boy, that one they had a few years ago there, that Fiona. Man, oh man, I never used to be real worried about wind, but now I am. Jumping, that Fiona was nasty. Yeah, we were at a power here for 10 days, and my son was at a power for 15. And on the days that it happened, you couldn't go basically anywhere. Everything was out of power. Like the service stations had no power. You couldn't get fuel. You couldn't get. Holy cats! It was quite a thing. So I see some people on the Facebook, of course. Oh, bring on the hurricane. Well, you're obviously not feeling right or something wrong with you, because you obviously have never been in a hurricane before. Holy cats. Anyway, it's going out to sea, hopefully. We still got another 2 months of hurricane season yet, though. That's the other problem. So, anyway, that's enough of goings on about that, I guess. So I'll try and move on to something else here. Of course, I had a bunch of things in my mind to talk about, and I know I'm going to forget them. So. Yeah, so the trailer is here because I want to take tractors down to the plow match to drive around. I'm not plowing this year because my shoulder and things just aren't up to snuff quite yet, and I just don't want to re-hurt it if I can help it. So we're going to stay away from the plowing. What I'm hoping to do is there. What I'm hoping to do is take some video of other people plowing. Is what I'm hoping to do, and then maybe drive around the grounds and kind of give you an idea how big the place is and what's there and them kind of things. So anyway, I took home a tractor yesterday. I took the loader tractor home. And I got a couple of pictures here to show you. Boy, this loader thing, I'm telling you, it's a great thing. Picture time. Yeah, so I can get them here. Okay. So there's one there. Now my son is rearranging his lean-to again, so he made a shelf and he wanted to put certain things up on top of the shelf. So that was one of them. You can see that it's got some glare in it, of course. I don't know where I can go to get that glare out of it. Well, it's not good, I guess. Anyway, there's a Massey Ferguson 7 mounted into the loader. Now, I thought for sure that tractor wouldn't pick that up. No, well, I shouldn't say that. I was kind of thinking that it would pick it up all right, but it wouldn't pick up that. It'd be picking up the back end of the tractor where I'm sitting. And figured that I would have to have sun standing on the back of the tractor, because that tractor that's in the bucket is sticking out quite a ways, and that's the heavy end with the rear end in it. Anyway, picked it up, no problem at all. It was It surprised me, really. Wish I could get that glare out of there. Oh dear, always something. That's a little better. All right, we'll move on to the next one here. A little bit higher. And tractor running on idle, really. It didn't have to have it revved up. And the great thing about this loader, you can feather it so nice and slow. There's no jerking, no all of a sudden movement or nothing. You can kind of just feather it. It's just like a hydrostatic transmission, the way it works. It's just so easy to use. So there's a motor that that he brought home that he didn't need, but anyway, that's what he did. That's going up on the shelf. There's the shelf. Now, underneath this shelf, and you don't see it, but there's a 1950 Studebaker coming into that garage, and the front end of the engine bonnet part's going to sit underneath that shelf. So there's the motor and the tractor up on the shelf. And there's just another shot of it there. So, all right, so there's picture time is over now. So anyway, I brought this home yesterday because I want to clean it up to put it in the parade. Or no, I'm not putting it in the parade. I wanted to clean it up so that I could drive around on the grounds with it. And as you can see, problems. So anyway, I tried to get this tractor on the trailer, and the reason why I didn't want to put it in the parade because I don't really want to take them chains off. It's about a 2-kilometer drive on pavement with the parade to get to the starting point and to get back. So wouldn't be very good for the chains, and they're not that easy to get on. And now I have them on, and they're staying there pretty good. So I thought I'd just not bother taking them off. So I figured I'd take the Massey Ferguson 14 home. It's got a set of chains on it too, but they're so slick they just come off and real easy to put back on. So I figured, well, I'll take it and put it in the parade. And I did some figuring last week, thinking that I could get both on the trailer, and they won't fit. So there you go. So now the PTO won't work, and I can't lift the loader. So it's always the way, boys, when you want to go and do something that's a little bit, it's something that you really wanted to do, and something breaks. So I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea if I can get it fixed before next weekend or not. So if I turn the key on and turn the switch on, the electric PTO does not engage and does not turn the belt to turn the pump down at the bottom to run the loader. So that is where I'm at the moment. So I'm going to put the jack under it, and I'm going to make a couple of pieces of wood to put in here so I can keep the loader up off of the ground so I can move it around, hopefully. That's what we did when we first started to put the loader on the tractor. We had a couple of blocks of wood in there just to hold it up. So hopefully I get that done today, and I have to get a look at the PTO. So now the other thing with this tractor is you can see this handle here going into the side of the tractor. This tractor originally, in all the cases, had the same system. It was a manual engaged PTO on it. So for whatever reason, whatever happened, who knows, somebody put an electric clutch PTO on the front of the engine. So who knows what that is off of, because it's not an original part for this case tractor. So there's going to be some searching and thinking and wondering, and It just never seems to end sometimes. Anyway, hopefully it's something simple, but it doesn't seem to be for some reason. That I turn the key on and go to, and I have the key on with the lights on. The lights are on there. When I turn the clutch on, it kind of dims the lights a little bit. So the power is going somewhere, which means it's probably going to the clutch, but the magnet in the clutch is not getting energized and not pulling the disc in to grab everything together to make it work. So I don't know what's going on there. So me thinking that it wasn't getting power, but it obviously is getting power somewhere or going somewhere. But I have to do a little more investigation, I guess. I gotta get down, get this apart here and put the power directly to that, and that goes right to the PTO. So we'll have to try that and see what happens there. It could be a bad ground. The PTO clutch may not be grounded well enough, or the magnet is gone, or there's an adjustment for air gap in those also, apparently, which I've never had any experience with that, but I don't know. If the air gap is too far away, maybe it won't pull the clutch together. I don't know that. But I've had enough of these PTOs. I got that tractor over there, and this tractor here has it. You know, there's enough of these tractors around that have electric PTO clutches, and we've never really had any problems with them other than wiring going to them. And I've never ever adjusted the air gap in the clutch part of one. So anyway, that's that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. If I can't get this fixed, I guess I'll just go get the 14 Massey Ferguson and take it to the parade and to the grounds for me to drive around on. Anyway, that's always something. So, what else is there? What else is there? I was going to set this down so you could have I was going to sit down and put the camera toward me so you could look at me, but I guess maybe that's probably not a good idea. You probably would rather look at those. Maybe. Anyway, so tomorrow, hopefully, maybe, possibly, depending on the rain and all that kind of stuff, we have the son's Ford. It's a 1210 compact tractor hooked to that saw bench, and it is in place in front of the 16 cords of wood that we have to cut. So we're going to try and get started at that tomorrow. And this is the tractor here, the MF14, that I will probably take to the plow match if I can't get the loader working. Like I say, I was hoping to take the two of them, but they won't fit on the trailer. So anyway, and the other thing we're going to try and get going is the I don't think I have a picture of that. Anyway, I think you know the tractor, the other case 224 that has the hydraulic outputs on the rear of the tractor that's hooked to the hydraulic splitter. So I'm going to try and get that hooked up tomorrow maybe. And that's the one that I had to put the pump in there probably 2.5 months ago. And the poor thing, once I got it together, it hasn't run since. So we had quite a job trying to get it to go, but we did get it going and everything seems fine. So now I still have to hook it to the hydraulic splitter to see if it'll actually work. That's what I don't know yet. Although the the tractor does move and it does drive around and it does lift the hydraulic lift up and down, so for the deck, and so it seems like the pump is working, and when we hook it to the hydraulic wood splitter, it should work fine. But anyway, we'll have to see. You just never know what's going to take place sometimes. You all of a sudden want to do something, and then it breaks. Oh dear. So, anyway, good thing that the hurricane is going away, hopefully. It could change direction, I guess, but jumpers, we don't want another one of them damn things around here. Alright, so I'm rambling and going on foolish here, so what else did I want to talk about? I don't know. I think that may be it. So, I was kind of half thinking maybe taking the Massey Ferguson 12 with me down there too, but I don't think it'll fit either. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Well, so if I can get that going, I'll see if I maybe get that on, take with me, just for fun. But again, in order to go into the trade, I'd have to take the chains off, and it's a little bit more annoying too to get chains on and off of. Kind of strange how some chains work good and some don't. Like this one here, oh, that'd be nasty to get on and off that one. But the chains on the MF14 and on the Case 224, just as slick as can be. Unhooked them, off they come, and wrapped them back up around the tire and rehooked them, and there you are, just as slick as that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go and do the stickers here, I guess, and do that, and maybe I'll remember what else I was gonna do, I guess, or say. Okay, let's see if we can get some light on here. I want to save my studio light power for working on this here, so we'll just have to have that amount of light for today. Now I need a chair. I'm gonna have the sorts here today again. Not prepared, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Didn't have my seat ready. I didn't have my pointer ready. And I'm going to have to apologize again. I haven't been watching videos too much, and I tried to watch some last night. And every video I watched, and again this morning, all on 2 speed, times 2 speed for some reason. They weren't on the normal watching speed. For some reason, my other phone there that I use to watch videos is stuck on times 2 speed up, whatever that is. So, holy cats, I'm trying to figure out what was up with that. So, anyway, I shut the phone off and turn it back on, and now it seems to be working. So, yeah, you just never know some days. Yeah, so I haven't been watching much, so I'm not going to be able to say a whole lot about the video, or about the stickers here, other than start with Grampy's Workshop. Mike's coming right along with his Massey motel, so that's going to be a great spot for the Massey to sit for the winter and summer and spring and fall. And I think there's a video up here, Murphy Mowers. I didn't get to see that. Len's keeping busy. Well, I'm sure Len is busy. I haven't heard much from Len much lately, but anyway, I'm sure he's busy. Garden Tractor Boy had a good video there. I did get to see that. They had gone to a show and took some of their tractors to the show, and in this video, they were able to get into some a field, basically, and use their tractors with whatever attachments they had on the tractor in the field. So that was kind of interesting to see. I like that. I was thinking it'd be a great spot for me to go with my Ford LGT 100 with the tandem discs. I could have had a real ball there with that. And then, yeah, so Garden Tractor Boy, Joseph and his father, and there was other people that were driving some of their tractors too, I think. In the backyard with Dell. Oh yeah, Dell is getting his Maytag motor. He's going to get that going. He's got new parts for it, so hopefully we'll see a video soon about that. And what else have we got here? Okay, so there's, and we have Kenny of Firewood Adventure. And then we have Dave, RCAF Dave, Polar Express. Dave figures it's still summer out, I guess, so anyway. Kind of teasing Dave about winter starting soon. Around here, when the Old Home Week, the event Old Home Week is over, which was yesterday, it normally gets cold, which it's going to get. So, so winter is coming. Dave was out getting some free wood again, so nice trailer load of wood again there for his stove this winter. And showing a little bit about the aircraft there too. And he's waiting for something. I can't remember now what he said, but and other people are waiting for something too, and it's all due to the government people that authorize these things, and they're taking a long time to get these things to these people that have these aircraft. So Dave's a bit annoyed about that. Maintenance with Mike, there is a video out on that, and I didn't see that yet, Mike. Lewis Mowers and Boats, there's a video out on that too, but I didn't get to see that, so. Rick's Outdoors, they always are still at the wood and the grass cutting and the pine straw, so they're busy. And this fella here, well, we all know this fella here. He doesn't seem to know what's going on most days, so. And Twin Brook Acres, Rick, Everyday Projects, Craig, Gravely Man Small Engine Repair, Artie, what did Artie do? I think he did a test run on his 57 Li that he's going to sell. I think that's what he did. He's got her all painted up red, boys. It looks some nice too. Looks like this one here, but all red. In my busy little shop, Robert's always busy with leather work and tool restoring. The Log Father. And Log Father's in Nova Scotia, and they're having trouble with the wildfires over there, but I don't think it's too close to where he is. But I think there was an evacuation in place in certain areas there. And one fire apparently doubled in size overnight. So that's not good. Allen Family Firewood. I haven't been watching them too much either. Like I say, I haven't been watching too many lately. And if I do watch them, I forget about them. I can't remember what I watched. Big Son's, I was busy, I'm sure. Cod Raven, he has a video out this morning. I'm not sure now what it was, but I didn't get to see that. Tucker and I out and about, outdoors in the 608. Jeremiah figures you don't stack wood, you pile it. So, and that's right. I would have to agree with that. You only stack it if you have to, like that, if you're storing it somewhere. But as far as just seasoning it, the wood, all it needs is to be piled. Then we have Larry Cluck Outdoors, And we have Club Dora, Al. Haven't seen Al lately. Ross on the land. So there we go. K&L Firewood. Gator's World. What did the gator do? We had a video yesterday, and he's kind of like me, not putting out as many videos as he used to. Something to do with the trees and the wood, I think, where he was getting his wood. Yeah. Anyway, go see Gator. Gator's got a great channel there. And we got that. There's the camera shut off on me, so we're over to 30 minutes. Anyway, what I was saying was we got this great loader from Gator there last year. So it's a great thing. Once I can get my PTO thing fixed up, it'll be great again. That's for sure. And we have John, and Bradley's on Catbird Hill. I'm sure John is as busy as can be because I'd say he's still fighting with all the mess that he got from the tornado that went through his spot probably 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks ago now. He's a busy fella. And I have to thank John for helping me out with my shoulder trouble. Father and Son Outdoors. Tractor Talk with Gary. Gary had his video on this morning with the round 2 of the auction that he was at. Boy, there's some big machinery there. Jumps a big John Deere tractor went, I think it was $155,000. U.S. money. So in Canadian money, that would be $200,000. Holy cats. Yeah, that's a lot of money. But a lot of tractor too, I guess. So. And then we have Steve. And Steve's got a video out on the Kubota. No. Kubota Cadet, I think is what he calls it. Anyway, I didn't get to see that yet, Steve. I'm having trouble with my phone and all this and blah, blah, blah. I just can't seem to get to everything. But I will get to it today because Sunday is a day of city down. So I'm going to try and watch that. And then we have Adirondack Woodsman. Adirondack Woodsman, I think, has gone to a wood show. What do you call them shows? Where they have all the equipment and they display whatever equipment they have and all that stuff. So, and he was the lucky fellow to go and pick up Chris and his brother Kenny at the airport so that they could go to the show. So, In the Wood Yard is with Adirondack Woodsman. All right, I'm going to cut this off here because I know it's well over the 30 minutes now, so. And that makes for a long video, and I get jabbering and rambling and going on. Foolish and all that kind of stuff, so. All right, so there, we'll leave you with that nice picture there with the tractor broken. Hopefully I can get it fixed. Anyway, have a great day, wherever yours are at and whatever yours are doing. Oh, I'll have to show you my hat that I got on. Just hang on a second. All right, there we go. We'll get the hat turned around the right way. So there we have Case Tractor. Case Tractor. Case hat. Look at that. I'm not even wearing my Massey Ferguson one today. There we go. Case and Case. All right, that's enough foolishness. So have a great day, and we'll be chatting to you again.